Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's your man, Adam Ace Spencer. Today, we're jumping right into it where I want to say shout out to my people over at Earn Your Leisure. We're here on their YouTube page. I'm a big fan of theirs, and I just love to see the progress that they continue to make and the impact that they continue to have on, you know, on the culture. And I love being in a position where, it helps motivate me. I see what they're doing. I'm like, I can get to where they're at. I can do those same exact things that they're doing. And, I say all of that because I want all of you guys out there who watch, my channel, this channel, my other channels, my Make Manage Grow Money channel, whatever, my any other channels I have, to always be mindful that no one is perfect. And we absolutely, at times, may say things that aren't entirely correct or accurate or the best advice that we should be saying. I'm absolutely guilty of it myself. So I'll say that first and foremost right now, because I know people are probably going to start digging through my content just to find something that they can blow up my spot about and say, hey, you said no one's perfect. Like I said, all right, I'm certainly bottom. I'm at that bottom of that list So yeah, in any case, I was watching a video of theirs last week, and I'm not going to say what particular video. Maybe it wasn't even last week. It might have been earlier this week, but it was a streaming video. And basically, in the video, they were talking about using, the importance of building up your business credit and using, your business credit instead of your personal credit because you have access to so much more money. And while all of that is true, one of the things that someone on the show said, again, I don't want to blow anyone's spot up, but the second they said it, I remember being like, "Ooh, that's not good. I don't think that's the best advice that you should be sharing with people on a public forum like this. That's going to be reaching hundreds and thousands of people. I mean, you can see their videos, and these are all their most recent videos, and this is nothing. I mean, for them, obviously, I wish I was seeing these numbers. Um, but my point is, they're obviously reaching thousands and thousands of people. So everything they say is so critical and so important that it is accurate and good advice. Not to say, oh, I'm only reaching 10, 20, 30, 50, whatever people, but, and it's not important, but I'm just saying the impact that their potentially bad advice might have on individuals is going to be much more harmful than someone like me who only reaches 10, 20, 30 people. But in any case, it's still important that everyone is always saying accurate information. So all of that said, not to drag this on, the important question is, can you use your business card for personal expenses? I'm just going to read this, over here and go down a little bit more maybe, but this opening sentence is important. It's not illegal to use your business credit card for personal expenses, but there are tax implications. So again, it's not illegal. So in terms of the advice that they were sharing, that some might say, hey, use your business card for all of your personal expenses. Yeah, it's not illegal, but it doesn't mean you're allowed or it's acceptable. And, as you'll see, for example, if you made a mistake and used your business card for personal expenses, you'll just need to flag that expense for your records and be sure not to deduct the amount when you file your taxes. But all those little notes to self can make things very murky if you start using your business card for personal expenses all the time. Furthermore, most credit card issuers strictly prohibit using your business credit card for personal use in their terms and conditions, which you'll need to agree to when you sign up for a business credit card. So basically, if you're someone who uses Chase Inc. Business Cash, for example, the terms of condition says you agree that the card is being used only for business purposes and that the card is being issued to a public or private company, including a sole proprietor or employees or contractors of an organization. But again, you agree that the card is being used only for business purposes. If you're someone out there using American Express Blue Business Cash, the card says the terms and conditions you agreed to said that by submitting this application, you as an individual and the authorizing officer of the company are representing that all cards issued on the account will only be used for commercial or business purposes. Again, do not use your business credit card for your personal expenses if you work with either of these institutions and maybe others as well. You got to read the fine print, the terms and conditions. Now, as you can see here, if you violate your credit card's issuer's policy, your business card can get canceled or your limit could get restricted. And if your card has canceled, if your card is canceled due to a violation of the issuer's policy, and so, if your card is canceled due to a violation of the issuer's policy, that could also mean you would lose all of your reward points that you've earned on the card. And I know that is a big major reason why so many people do want access to using credit cards and being able to kind of play that game, getting the most points where you can and whatnot. Well, that goes out the window if you are someone using your business card for personal expenses and they catch you. Now, even if there's nothing in your agreement restricting personal use with your business credit card, you should keep your personal and business expenses separate. When it comes time to report your deductible and business expenses come tax season, well, you'll obviously be happy that they're all in one place and not mixed up with your personal expenses. And I know this firsthand because, my Adam Helper business is technically under a DBA, a sole proprietorship. My consulting business, yeah, that is a LLC. And the amount of expenses I have with my sole proprietorship is actually fairly high because I do generate a fair amount of money there. I do work with other contractors and things of that sort. So it is kind of important that I do have a system in place that allows me to easily delegate what's business, what's personal expenses. I'm someone who's been doing this for multiple years now. So for me, it's pretty easy. It's not that difficult. It's not that challenging to do because, again, it's kind of a system at this point in time. And I'm used to doing it. I mean, after having done my taxes for, 10, 15 years or whatever on my own, I've worked with a H&R Block. I've worked with a few other places. But ultimately, I've done it on my own majority of the time, and I've learned a great deal. So it's kind of different, even if I was to do it on if I was to go and use my business card for personal expenses. But as this, recommends, as this article suggests, and as you just heard, for example, if you're with Chase Bank or American Express, it's not recommended that you use your business credit card for your personal expenses. So, my friends, I just wanted to make sure I made this quick little video. I shared this information with you as you are continuing to move forward with your credit building journey. Maybe you're trying to rebuild your credit. Maybe you're just trying to, reach that 800 mark. Excuse me. But ultimately, this is some very important information that you should consider, that you should keep in mind. Do not use your business credit card to go buy that Rolex watch like you might be tempted to, just so you can look flashy, look the part, when in fact, you can't afford it on your own. To me, that's not a good business, that's not a good financial move. And again, much no offense to anyone out there, and I appreciate the content that the brothers at EYL continue to produce and put out. But again, you got to be mindful of these things. To see literally one of the hosts, one of the main individuals saying, "Oh, I don't have the actual money to afford a Rolex watch, but instead I'm going to use my business credit card for that." To me, that is not good, sound financial advice. It's something I would not recommend. And hey, nothing I say, of course, is legal or financial advice. You're welcome to go and buy that Rolex watch with, your credit card or with whatever. I don't recommend it. I mean, you guys see right now. Hold on. Let me find my let me find my bling bling. This bad boy right here. Yes, this is what is it? I'm trying to think of what model of the Fitbit this is. But if I need to know what time it is, it's my Fitbit that I'm using. So I literally I know it's not as stylish as a Rolex watch. I know it's not as cool, but it does the same thing and more. Mm-hmm. Not only can I see what time it is, but I can see my heartbeat. Got a little timer on here. You can see my steps that I got in today. I mean, it got a lot of cool little things in here that I'm a fan of, and I love it. So, this is the extent of what I'm saying I'm gonna go and purchase with my personal credit card, not my business credit card, my personal credit card to see what time it is and monitor my health to some extent. Yeah, like that isn't a bad investment. Now, if you're talking about the Rolex as a investment, not just a purchase, you know, an expense, something that you just want to go and splurge on. Well, yeah, I mean, there's two different approaches or two different mindsets there because technically a Rolex watch can go up in value if it's you got a good watch and it's not all customized or anything like that. So that could be a good investment. Is it a smart move to use your credit card to buy it? Hey, that's on you. I personally am not doing it, but I actually do have to do a new video on credit card arbitrage, in which that might be an example that I bring up as a potentially good investment or a good move. But I guess you guys got to wait for that video to come out. But until then, much appreciation for watching. Feel free to smash that like button if you haven't yet. I hope you guys found this video helpful, motivational, encouraging. Remember, everything anyone here on YouTube or anywhere pretty much that you see or speak with, unless it's your actual direct financial, advisor or whatnot, I personally would always be mindful that anything I'm hearing, might not be entirely accurate, or maybe it's not the best advice. Not to say it isn't, but it just might not be. So just be mindful of that and continue to, I guess, keep grinding, keep moving forward. I do recommend and agree with what they're saying, though. The underlying point of their message, which is building up your business credit, will give you access to much more, money than would it, what you would if you were just using your personal credit. So something to keep in mind, but I don't know if you should be using your personal or your business credit cards for your personal expenses like a Rolex watch and things like that. But that's just me. Let me know, what do you guys think? Am I crazy? Am I bugging? Am I overreacting? Is this like Dave Ramsey like 2.0, like because Dave actually was a person that got me to cut my one credit card at one time too. Mm-hmm. Literally. But that is a video for another day. I gotta keep it moving. Much appreciation for watching. Like this video if you haven't yet, and of course subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest and upcoming video content. But like I said, much appreciation for watching. But you already know I gotta keep it moving. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace.